I would now like to wish each one of you a very happy Platinum Year of Independence Day. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend a warm and cordial welcome to our esteemed Board of Management, Shri Sarish Agarwal ji, Shri G.D. Jain ji. Before going any further, I would request the dignitaries to unfurl our pride, our national flag, and begin the ceremony. अब मैं संस्थान के निदेशक डॉक्टर ए गर्ग जी से निवेदन करूंगा कि वे अपने ओजपूर्ण शब्दों से हमेशा की तरह सभी का मार्गदर्शन व उत्साहवर्धन करें।
Honorable members of the management, dear faculty, staff members, and my dear students, Namaskar and good morning to all of you. At the outset, I wish each one of you warm greetings on the occasion of 75th Independence Day of our beloved country. Today, we all celebrate the glory of freedom, and I feel so blessed to be a citizen of India. On this very special day, I feel extremely privileged as head of the institution to share some of my views with all of you. Freedom and liberty are the most precious gifts that those were not bestowed upon us, but it was acquired by our freedom fighters with their hard work, sacrifices, and above all, their unity. Today is the day to salute them. On August 15, 1947, India became free from the British rule. We are the privileged lot to have been born in free India. All of us who are present here, including those who are virtually present, were able to breathe the fresh air since our birth. Freedom of speech, press, and fundamental rights were not with us while we were under the foreigners' rule. If at all we want to know the extent of agony as slaves we had undergone under a foreign rule, we must ask our elders born before 1947. We should not allow those hard times to fade away from our memories. And also, it would be befitting for us to celebrate such national festivals and recall those heroic deeds of our national heroes who laid their lives for the freedom of the country. I'll just take you back in next about 2 to 3 minutes about our glorious past and how we fought to become independent. 2 centuries of British rule. Firstly, under the East India Company rule from 1757 to 1857, and thereafter British Indian Empire from 1857 to 1947. The final War of Independence, which is also known as the Revolt of 1857, it set the start of the independence in our country. We had number of representations and number of revolts, number of struggles, and the most prominent one of them being the 1919 Jallianwala Bagh incident, in which British Empire, they wanted to enforce the Rowlatt Act, which was aimed to abolish the revolt against the British. General Dyer was there, and they kept on firing, all present in the Jallianwala Bagh till the ammunition got exhausted. Thereafter, 1920, there was a non-cooperation movement led by Gandhiji. 1930, Mahatma Gandhiji called for civil disobedience movement, also known as Dandi March. 1942, actual journey of independent India started, which was marked by Quit India movement, in which tens and thousands of our countrymen were arrested and put behind jails. 1942, Azad Hind Fauj was established by Subhash Chandra Bose ji. And when the British could not handle the pressure, then in June 1947, Lord Mountbatten, who was the last voice to announce the partition of India. And that's how we are as a free country from 1947, 15th August. Now, this is the day to express our sincere gratitude to all those who participated in this freedom struggle. Let us not forget our great leaders who sacrificed their lives for the nation's freedom and prosperity. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar ji, he gave the longest written constitution to independent India. Father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, he taught us ahimsa and non-violence, and which got us the freedom without shedding any blood. Subhash Chandra Bose ji, he inducted courage in us, and Swami Vivekananda ji gave us the spiritual power and the strength. We are the largest democracy in the world of free and happy people. Our country has many good things to offer. We have large and brave army, and our borders are protected. We are potentially powerful, economically strong, and militarily very advanced. My dear friends, though we got the freedom, there is a long way for us to become a developed country with lots of challenges in front of all of us, as you all are aware. There are other countries who, in a much lesser span of time, have progressed faster and better than India. My dear friends, here comes our contribution as the countrymen. At the outset, I would like to compliment and thank all my teachers, functional heads, head of the departments, deans, the joint director, and the honorable members of the KIET management for their efforts, continuous improvement and support in all spheres of teaching learning, industry readiness, and impart of various hard and soft skill development activities which are taking place in the institutions. We have been very frequently interacting with the parents and students, and both parents and students, they have expressed their satisfaction in terms of efforts being made in all the directions what we are taking. In the area of industry readiness, a large number of offline and online internships, even during this pandemic period, were arranged. Even the placement and other entrepreneurial activities in the institution have increased. And we are very happy and very satisfied about all the development which is taking place in the institution. Now it is time to implement the national education policy in letter and spirit. Outcome-based education, my dear students, you must focus to solve the societal or the industry problems. Academics is one focus, which definitely has to be there because we all have come for the degree. But other aspects are very, very important, like the effective communication. And you must make it a point that you undertake number of projects and you solve the industry problems which you come across. We are very fortunate to have been located in Delhi NCR, where we have got large number of industry, even in Ghaziabad and surrounding areas, where we can approach, we can identify the industry problems. And then during our stay in KIET group of institutions, we must ensure that every year we at least solve one industry problem or we take one industrial project. And that is what is extremely important. And that is the way which will make you industry ready, and that will increase your confidence, and also it would be a contribution of yours to make our country a free, more independent, and a faster growth nation. Make use of all the centers of excellence and the clubs which are already there in the institution. All these should be outcome driven. Number of projects every year must come out of all these centers of excellence and the clubs, and that is what the success of all these efforts at the institutional level activities and the clubs would come in case we focus that everybody, every student and every center of excellence and club, they work on this kind of outcomes to solve the industry or the society problems. I would like to say that in last 1 year, number of centers of excellence have come up in the institution. Centers of excellence on the space technology, medical devices, electrical mobility, which has very recently come up, In the area of woodworking, we are having a center of excellence where there would be advanced training given to the students and the industry people, which would be starting very shortly. We would also be starting a center of excellence on cyber security very shortly. And that is again a very, very important area where we need to train our students for the future. We have got very good future plans also. I would like to mention to all of you in brief about these future plans. We plan to start a career guidance center in the institution, which would impart a kind of a career guidance to the students so that they can take a very, very informed decision. Crèche for children, for young mother faculty of the institution. This we will be going to start initially for a short duration, and we will see its efficacy, and thereafter we will make it permanent in case it is found to be very successful. Also, the institution is going to establish a women outreach cell, which is a cell which is going to plan a lot of activities for the girl students as well as the lady faculty of our institution. There will be certain awards also announced through this women outreach cell, and there will be a calendar of activities on a 6-monthly basis where the activities specifically for students and the lady faculty would be aimed. And I think it would be a right step in the direction of bringing equality among all genders in the institution. Motivated by the effort of our countrymen in getting the Olympic prizes, we are also planning to improve our sports infrastructure. And for that, we will invite suggestions from the students, and thereafter we will undertake some improvement as per the recommendations and the will of all the students. One center of excellence on happiness is also in the pipeline of being established. We want all KIETians, all students, all faculty members, the parents of our students, everybody should remain happy. And this center of excellence also should come into being very, very short. Here I would like to mention that character building is extremely important for our students. Good character is not formed in a week or in a month. It has to be created little by little, day by day. So my request to all teachers is that to keep a focus on this aspect also in their classrooms, because we need to create not only technically competent students, we need to create students who have got a very, very strong character. And that is what will lead to a character building of dear India. My appeal to alumni who are very large in numbers from the inception of this institution, that those alumni who are either in India or abroad, my request to all of you is that you must become mentors to at least one student of KIET group of institution. And that is the way we can connect, we can make our students more industry ready, and they can become a global citizens. I am very happy to find that there are almost 150 alumni of our institution who are settled in other countries, and they are in a very, very leading positions. In case they come forward and they hold the hands of our existing students, I think it would be a fantastic contribution of our alumni. We are also about to finalize a KIET Alumni Association registration. Alumni Association has already been made, but its registration is pending, but its registration will be completed very, very shortly. So we will have a alumni body which is registered and which would be handling all the affairs of the alumni and would act as a bridge between our existing students and the industry. And that is what is the whole concept of the national education policy. I would like to make a request to the students also here. As you are aware that in the national education policy, there is an effort to increase the gross enrollment ratio from 27 to 50 in next 15 years. That is, number of students who finish the school and they come to college. Out of every 100 students who clear the school, presently only 27 come to the college. So effort is there that this number should increase to 50. So for that, one of the major reasons why it is not happening is that the school dropout rate is very, very high. So my dear students, it's a golden opportunity. And I think this is where you can directly make the contribution that you can adopt few children in your neighborhood. And that would be a very, very direct, practical and implementable contribution. You can come to know in your houses, close vicinity of your houses, like our Udesha club is doing. They are going to the villages and adopting few children for teaching purposes. Same way it can be done. And now whole India, whole world is now tuned to adopting online education. So using this online education expertise, which is there with all children of all ages, I'm sure you would be able to contribute in this very, very important aspect. In case we are able to arrest the school dropout, then definitely it will be a great contribution and the gross enrollment ratio of our country will definitely increase in next 15 years to 50, as our Honorable Prime Minister through the National Education Policy has mentioned. I would like to also mention here that our honorable management members, they have been continuously supporting the institution in everything in terms of the improvement in the teaching learning activities, in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of adopting best practices which are there in different institutions. I would like to thank the honorable members of the management for their absolute commitment and support to make a KIT a world-class institution. We have got faculty and non-teaching staff who have been working in an institution for a long period. We have got good number of both teaching and non-teaching faculty members who are working here for more than 15 years. So on this 5th of September, with the permission of our honorable management, we are going to felicitate all our staff members who have completed 15 years of service, and that would be a great morale booster to all the KITians that yes, if you are going to serve in the KIT, then you are living in a family, and as a family, our support would always be there. My dear students, during the corona pandemic, since the last March 19, you have kept a lot of restraints. I know that all of you want to come to the institution, but now you will have to keep restraint for some more time. I know all of you are waiting to come to the campus, but till then, the situation becomes more normal. We will have to wait for the government instructions. And my request to all of you is that till that time, we have to maintain a discipline in our online classes. And also, you have to ensure that the learning curve, it does not come down, because this is an extremely important period. Though this duration is now 1.5 years, and in terms of the learning in the actual classroom, vis-a-vis the online learning, it becomes your responsibility that your learning curve should not come down. My vision and my thought that KIT group of institution should become like a Vidwan, whose fragrance spreads on its own. There is no need to publicize our good work. In terms of our teaching, in terms of our placements, in terms of our effort to make the students industry ready, technical and non-technical skills, I think the kind of a work which is being done, and we should do all that, continue to do all that, and we become like a Vidwan who does not go and preach himself, whose fragrance is always spreading. So that is what is required. And I'm sure that all of us are going in the right direction. I would like to compliment my team once again for their support in this direction. Now we have completed 23 years after existence, and now we have become one of the best institutions in the state of Uttar Pradesh. In another 25 years, we should become the best institution in the country when we celebrate or we enter into 100th Independence Day. This is my wish and this is my best wishes. With this, again, I wish all KITians and their families and the parents and all the elders at home a very, very happy 75th Independence Day. And above all, My pray and request to all of you is that all of you should keep yourself safe during this pandemic. Choose to be positive, and I'm sure that whatever small time period is left, this tough time will also pass very, very short. Thank you very much. Before I conclude, I will request everyone to join me saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai 3 times. Bharat Mata Ki
Jai.
Bharat
Jai.
Mata Ki
Jai.
Bharat Mata Ki.
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you. Jai Hind.